Shout out Bridgette B, Exotica 2021 New Jersey. And shout out to your podcast. Talk about your podcast.
The Dirty Blonde podcast. I created it during a time when I had to find some other way to be creative and entertaining, and I realized that if people are willing to Google my vagina, then they can listen to my mouth.
Do you think that's the future of media, like getting involved into podcasting and broadcasting as well as adult entertainment?
No. I'll tell you why, because after doing it, I realized it's a lot harder than it looks. And it's a form of entertainment that might seem like it's an easy thing to do, but holy shit. And I have so much respect for the craft of it now that it's incredibly honoring for me to continue doing it, because I love doing it, but I'm still learning. And I think the more people think it's easier and the more people try to get in, the more those have to come out, because the good ones will stay thriving.
You had a question on your show about how guys don't like girls with a lot of followers, and how girls, it seems, don't like guys with no followers.
Right.
Because if you look at a blue check and a lot of followers, it's more attractive, more opportunity, more networking.
Yep.
What did you come to the conclusion with all that?
Well, what I like to do is have people then respond through, Instagram, or they send through an email or Twitter and the responses. And the biggest response I got was fucking finally someone said it. And I think what I'm learning is that we all think alike. And it's true. We're just scared to say it, or we say it. I'm just not scared to say it.
I know it was an older question I wanted to answer. I was like, I think it's because guys don't like it when they see a girl on like Bumble or Tinder who just want followers or have like 100K, because they know the chances of getting them are harder.
Right.
Because they're not like a normal girl kind of, or they just want followers.
But it's the age old, if you don't try, you'll never know.
And also another funny thing, because you did like improv acting, right? You're labeled a MILF in all these porns, and yet you're not a MILF. Like you don't have kids and stuff, which is amazing. It's funny.
Right. Here's hoping I don't have kids somewhere. No, MILF is I always say it's a personality. It's a way of being. It's not an age. And I was a MILF from the first day. People just didn't know it. And once I got comfortable in front of the camera, within 3 months I was considered MILF, even before I got the boob job.
And what is your favorite position? Like, what is the most passionate position you think when having sex?
It depends on the person. It really does, because there's sometimes that the people cannot make the eye contact, but it doesn't mean that they don't like you. It just means that it's shyness, and you have to get it out of them.
I think, yeah, after a while of hooking up with someone like new, it's tough, but over time, I guess it's better.
But for me, personally, at home, I just plain old missionary, staring into each other's eyes, deep. It doesn't get better than that.
What are your favorite qualities in a guy? Like, what can a guy come out of this interview with, like, how to be more attractive in a way and how to get more women? What would your advice be?
Don't listen to your fucking friends. Men listen to their boys so much, and then the boys are always the jealous ones. I'm like, don't listen to your boys. Follow your own gut. And if it's wrong, at least you tried.
Also, sometimes I feel like girls aren't truthful with guys, like when they want casual sex and they make it weird. How do you become very open about like saying you want to have casual sex with someone during the cuffing season? Like if you're a guy, how do you make it politely and not rude and disrespectful to like be open to having casual sex? A lot of times girls hide their intentions. I think guys do too, though.
I think this is where you have to learn how to read the room. And
that's what you got to do in comedy too.
What?
That's what you got to do in comedy too.
Right. Exactly. Very much the same. So if you don't read that room, you're gonna fail no matter what you try. So, and that's an art in itself, which is another thing. I'll never do stand-up because that shit looks hard as fuck.
And also, coming up on the end of questions, what the people want to know if you're single, and they want to know that what is the best way to pick someone up at a bar?
What was part B of the question?
How to pick up a girl that you like at a bar, or like approach them.
Well, part A to the question is a lady never tells. Part B is the age-old be yourself does not work unless you've got the cock and balls to follow through that confidence. So this is where you read the room and you seduce by what you see, and that takes a lot of experience. So if you don't go out there and just keep fucking trying, it's a numbers game. eventually it will work.
Do you have to fake it till you make it, or you don't believe in that? And also, is confidence and humor the keys, pretty much?
You can't fake it till you make it. Because faking it, I'm sorry, everyone behind is like, we're fucking back, so it's nice to say hi to everyone. You can't fake it till you make it, because you're always going to get found out. And especially with men, do not fake an orgasm, ladies. It does you guys no service. It's a disservice.
And do you have any words of wisdom, like any advice you want to give to anyone listening to wrap it up?
To wrap it up, I may not be a real MILF, but I am in my 30s, and I have never felt sexier in my life. So basically, don't worry about getting older. It just gets better.
Shout out to you. Shout out to Bridgette B. Can you say shout out to Keep It Basement?
Shout out to
Keep It Basement.
Cuba Basement.
Keep It Basement.
Keep It Basement.
With the sweets.
With the sweets.
Not bad, not good.
Not bad, mouth good.
Yep, that's it. Thank you. You're awesome. Got a picture?